Your cat climbs into bed with you every single night. It's sweet, but do you actually know what they're trying to tell you? There's something far deeper behind this habit than most people ever realize. It's one of the most meaningful things a cat can do. And if you're misreading it, which most owners are, you've been missing messages they've been sending you for years. Let's break down what this nightly ritual is really about. 1. It was never about the warmth. Why does your cat actually sleep with you? Most people think the answer is simple. Cats get cold, you're warm, that's it. But here's the thing. Cats are remarkably good at finding heat on their own. A sunny patch on the floor, a running laptop, a radiator, a pile of fresh laundry straight from the dryer. If warmth was all they needed, they have plenty of options. So why do they keep coming back to you? Because sleep is when a cat is at their most vulnerable. Every instinct they have is telling them to hide, find cover, disappear from any predator's line of sight. And yet, they walk right past every quiet corner in your home and climb into bed with a creature 15 times their size. That's not about temperature. That's trust, on a level most owners never fully appreciate. Research has shown that cats form attachment bonds with their owners that mirror the way infants attach to caregivers. When your cat chooses to sleep beside you, they're saying something they can't put into words. You make me feel safe enough to completely let my guard down. And by the way, if your cat has suddenly stopped sleeping with you, don't brush it off. We'll get to what that really means at the end, and it's something most owners wish they'd caught sooner. 2. She's blending her scent with yours. Have you noticed your cat rubbing their head or body against you right before settling in for sleep? That's not just affection. That's chemistry. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, forehead, and the base of their tail. When they rub against you, they leave invisible markers behind. But here's what most people don't realize. When your cat sleeps pressed against you, they're not just marking you. They're weaving your scents together. In the wild, cats within the same colony share a communal scent. That's how they identify their own. That's how they silently signal. This one is safe. When your cat blends their scent into yours night after night, they're carrying out an ancient ritual. They're telling the world, and themselves, that you belong to each other. That's also why your cat sniffs you so carefully when you come home after a long time away. You smell different. The shared scent has been disrupted. And that evening ritual of pressing close to you, part of that is them restoring what was lost. If this resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe. It's the best way to help us reach more people who genuinely care about understanding their cats on a deeper level. 3. She thinks she's your bodyguard. Have you ever wondered why your cat insists on sleeping in a specific spot? Maybe right by your head. Maybe at your feet. Maybe pressed against your back. That placement isn't random. It's deliberate. Even the most pampered house cat still carries the instincts of a predator. And predators understand threats. When your cat positions themselves beside you at night, part of them genuinely believes they're standing watch. In wild cat colonies, members take turns guarding each other during rest. It's not just about closeness, it's survival. And your cat, no matter how domesticated, hasn't let go of that ancient code. Pay attention to where they settle. If they face the door, they're monitoring the entry point. If they sleep near your head, they're guarding your most vulnerable area. They know they're small. They don't care. Something deep in their wiring says, this human is mine, and I will protect them. Will they actually stop an intruder? Probably not. But in their mind, they've taken a post. And every single night, they show up for duty. 4. Every sleep position is a message. Does your cat curl into a tight ball? Sprawl out across the bed? Sleep with their back turned to you? Each position is telling you something different. Start with a tight curl. This is the most defensive posture a cat can take. Belly covered, paws tucked in, all vital organs hidden. If your cat always sleeps this way, they may feel safe enough to be near you, but not quite ready to fully let go. It's trust with a layer of caution still underneath. Then there's the full sprawl. Legs stretched out, belly exposed, sometimes even rolled onto their back. This is the ultimate sign of security. A cat showing their stomach is a cat who completely believes nothing bad will happen to them in your presence. Every survival instinct that tells them to stay guarded has been switched off. What about when they turn their back to you? Some owners take this personally. Don't. In the cat world, turning your back to someone means you trust them so deeply you don't need to keep watching them. It's actually one of the highest compliments they can give. And then there's full body contact. When your cat sleeps pushed right up against you, sometimes wedged into an impossibly small space, that's the strongest statement of all. They want zero distance between you. That's not neediness. That's devotion. 5. She rewrites her entire schedule just for you. Have you ever noticed that your cat seems to wake up when you do and wind down when you go to bed? That's not a coincidence. That's a choice they made for you. Cats are naturally crepuscular animals. Their bodies are built for activity at dawn and dusk. That's when their wild ancestors hunted. By nature, their schedule shouldn't line up with yours at all. But bonded cats do something remarkable. They override their own biology. Researchers studying domestic cats found that cats living closely with humans gradually shift their sleep and wake cycles to align with their owners. They stay awake longer during the day. They sleep more deeply through the night. Not because it's natural for them, but because that's when you're there. Think about that for a moment. An entire internal rhythm, shaped by thousands of years of evolution, gets rewritten, just so your cat can spend more time existing in your world. That's also why your cat greets you at the door or appears right before your alarm goes off. They've learned your rhythm. They've synced themselves to it. Not out of habit, out of preference. 6. She feels your stress before you even realize it. Ever had a hard day and noticed your cat suddenly refusing to leave your side? That's not a coincidence. They sensed something was wrong before you said a single word. Cats are incredibly attuned to the people they're bonded with. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Your posture shifts. Your breathing changes. Your cat picks up on every one of those signals. They don't know exactly what happened, but they know something is off. That's why some cats become especially affectionate when their owner is sick, anxious, or going through grief. They're not just picking up on your mood. They're responding to real, physical signals you're giving off without realizing it. And here's where it gets even deeper. Sleeping beside you every night gives your cat direct access to your emotional baseline. Your heart rate. Your restlessness. The rhythm of your breathing. Night after night, they're building a picture of what your normal feels like, and the moment something shifts, they notice. So what does it mean when a cat who always slept with you suddenly stops? If that happens, don't dismiss it. Cats are creatures of habit. When they break a pattern that's significant, they're communicating something. Sometimes the reason is physical. Pain, illness, or discomfort can cause a cat to withdraw. It's an instinctive response. If an older cat suddenly starts sleeping alone, a vet visit is worth considering. Sometimes the reason is environmental. A new pet, a new person in the home, a disruption to their usual routine. What feels minor to you can feel like a massive shift in their world. And sometimes the reason is emotional. Cats remember. If something frightened them in the bedroom, or if something upsetting happened in that space, they may pull back to protect themselves. The most important thing is to pay attention. Your cat chose to sleep beside you because they trusted you completely. If that changes, they're not being difficult. They're talking to you. Listen. And if needed, gently help them find their way back to feeling safe beside you again. Because that nightly ritual was never a small thing to them. And it shouldn't be a small thing to you either.